with Borderlands 2. This is Draco, and we're just going to continue where we left off. We're going to do something a little different, though. We're going to go get our 4th weapon slot real quick, so that way we have all of our weapon slots. I just feel like it's going to definitely be beneficial to get... it's just something we should have did a long time ago. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We're gonna stream for probably an hour. Then we're gonna get this weapon slot unlocked, and then we'll just head right back into that DLC. Late night. Should have made some coffee. My wife's up with me. She just muttered something. Yeah, that'd be nice if you threw a cup in the K-cup. That'd been super duper. Oh, that'd be... yeah, half a pot of coffee would have been great. That'd be fine. I really dislike these little guys. We're gonna see, I think this is the mission where we get Mordecai unlocked. I'm not gonna mess around with these guys. I'm just gonna continue on. I think our weapon's definitely strong enough now. Just one shot with the shotgun. Oh, probably not. 2-shot. Our broadcast went pretty good this morning with morning coffee. Just gonna jump down. It always throws me off when games have that, they don't have that gravity damage, and then you go into a game where it does. I'm always scared to jump sometimes. My wife's over there mouthing off to me, saying that she is too. I'd really like to figure out how to connect her profile on here to group chat, so that way you guys can hear her sly comments that she gives me every once in a while. You can really tell that I'm not that far into the main storyline in Borderlands 2, even though I do have other characters pretty high level. It is pretty nice. It will practically be a playthrough without me telling everybody, oh, you go here for this, get this for this. You'll have some nice commentary. Every once in a while we'll have Poe and Sheikah and Dark, maybe a few others. Hopefully we'll get some other ones to join us. I would like it to be more of a regular group, but I'm not sure what everybody's schedule is right now. Right. get this ladder. I am currently working on what I feel would be an accurate description of a rating for the Division, and also a comparison of the Division to oh, that's awesome. So apparently I glitched out there. I wasn't supposed to jump on there right away. I was supposed to let it go through. Yeah. I don't know exactly what happened at that point. But back to my last thought. I'm going to do what I feel is an accurate rating on the Division, and how I feel the Division and Destiny are so close together that I feel that they are practically the same game. So that will be a completely separate video. I'll be working on that later. I would like to get it up later this week, but I'm not making any promises. But that's what I would like to accomplish. These little bastards are my little nemesis. I can never get them down in time. I really do like his action skill. It's a lot of fun. Just going up there and just smashing whatever you want to smash.
Just eat the beacon? You'll need to get that back.
This actually might take us to the full amount of time that I'm allotting this for. So, if I'm quiet this time, it's just probably because I'm getting tired today. It's been a long day. At home with my son, morning broadcast. Just a lot of stuff going on today. Added a new intro to one of the last on Thursday's broadcast of Nights with Borderlands. So see how you guys like it. See if you guys like it. You know, you can post a comment on it. if you don't like it, you know, always comment. Say what you don't like about it. Just say what you would like to be, you know, tell us what you would like to be improved about it. You know, more customizations, you know, those type of comments. Always post what games you'd like us to play. Still waiting for those comments. You know, I noticed that you guys do enjoy the Borderlands videos. The Onigurai, I noticed that you guys enjoyed those videos. I'm thinking about doing some blacklight videos. And I'm planning on doing the Battleborn beta when that comes out and seeing how that goes. So when that gets here on April 8th, we will be streaming that as long as possible. I know weekdays really suck for a lot of people, especially when this car. Weekdays are never good for, you know, the opening of a beta. Not even worth fighting. If it's on a weekday, you know, it's hard for me to stream with my son, you know, son being home, wife being at work, so, or me having to go to work and, you know, son daycare and everything. I can't skip work and school just to, you know, stream all day. Even though I'd like to, you know, I'm definitely gonna run through here.
Explosions of life!
The Battleborn, when that beta comes up, definitely gonna stream it. Definitely gonna put some videos up of it. I'm gonna give my thoughts of it. I'm gonna try to play as many different characters as I can that are up. Maps, modes, as much as possible. When the Paragon beta is open, which I've tried to get into Paragon without having to get a Founders Pack. When that gets open, I want to get into that really badly and see what the MOBA is like. I am a fan of third-person games. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun as well, and stream some of that for you guys. Definitely post some videos of that. And we'll see how that goes as well. I'm really wanting to do some of that.
Everybody there's got the skull shivers thanks to Jack's mining operations. Poor bastards are too sick to leave their homes.
You'll want to set up the beacon over there. Once the moon base processes our request, you should have a fast travel station.
So those are those, you know, newer games coming out. Definitely get those out. And I'll give my opinions on those, of course, as well.
Supply requests now. We've just got to wait a few minutes and...
Angel, that's enough. You can stop pretending to help the bad guys now. Angel?
We don't have long until Jack realizes I'm not helping him anymore. Defend that beacon.
Now, if you can't even handle these loaders, you're really gonna disappoint me.
This is definitely not the sniper rifle I wanted to use. would definitely shit out of luck because I don't have a different sniper rifle.
Uncalibrated fast travel station request received. Estimated processing time 3 to 6 weeks. No. Move some data around. See if I can bump you up.
Angel, what the hell are you doing?
I've increased your request's priority. T-Bone Junction can live without medical supplies for another few months.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Repair the beacon quickly.
Not fast enough! Who wants the first slice?
Darn it. The lunar engineers denied our request. I'll see what I can do.
Send in the constructors. I want those bastards dead now!
They damaged the beacon again.
I, handsome Jack, welcome you into the Hyperion family. Watch out for those. Attack!
This is a pretty intense battle. I feel like they don't do a lot of these in this game. For missions, anyway.
I just shut off the moon base's oxygen supply. I expect the engineers will launch your fast
That
travel
was the new
station
mail
very
today,
soon.
by the way, Katie.
God damn it, Angel, what are you doing? Those are the bad guys! I'm sending everything I have at you.
Hello, viewer.
You've got to repair the beacon.
We don't gotta do shit.
They're launching the fast travel station now. Nothing gets results like a death threat. It's almost here. Just protect the beacon for another few seconds.
The fast travel has landed. Those little bastards. Got him.
Go, quickly! Use the fast travel station and get back to Sanctuary.
Angel, you and I are gonna have a serious talk.
I wonder how serious that talk really went. In all honesty. I wonder if it was like, you're grounded. And then commentary in the game. Yeah. Like, yeah, storyline stuff. Yeah.
The city may be safe right now. What happens if Hyperion launches another barrage?
Roland, you die.
You're not dead.
That's his.
Right. Sorry. We'd all be dead if it weren't.
By the way, viewer, if you didn't know, Roland dies. Sorry, spoiler. Yep. Excuse me while I take a drink of coffee and get everything arranged. That way I don't keep yawning.
Jack's getting closer. And we still don't know where he's got the vault key stashed.
I can help you with that.
You?
Damn it! We told you never to contact us again.
Will you please just hear me out?
Sure, let's listen to the crazy computer that just tried to kill us. Hey, remember that?
I would listen to a crazy computer that tries to kill you.
Me, I'm charging the vault key.
Continue.
That makes
The
sense.
key naturally charges itself once every 200 years. Jack is patient, but he's not that patient. He's been using my
See
power
here.
to forcibly charge the key with iridium. If you find me, you find the vault key. The vault key is housed in my AI control core atop.
We're gonna go with this one.
It's protected
We want the blue one.
possible security hurdles. The first is a competitor deterrence field that will obliterate any non-Hyperion entity passing through it. Competitor deterrence field? What, like a death wall? It is a field of pure
We're gonna talk to this
thermosonic
guy.
energy
We're gonna solve the
meant to
mystery.
atomize any unauthorized personnel.
So yeah, a death wall.
It was
Beyond that
you.
lies the second hurdle, a defense bunker outfitted
Oh,
with the most
we can't
high-tech
choose
weaponry
the guy
Hyperion
yet.
can afford.
People are still talking.
Past the bunker, you'll have to get through the final hurdle, a door that will only open for Handsome Jack. Well, that sounds even worse.
She would shut the
This
hell
will
up.
be your only opportunity to steal the vault key and stop Jack from controlling the warrior.
Hey,
Out of
I
time.
got a job for you.
Do what you will, but promise me this.
I
No matter
hope
what
there's a
happens,
good reason you
do
haven't
not
finished that
allow
job.
Lilith into my chambers.
How's
that
that
supposed to
job
mean?
going?
If she was luring us into a trap, she would have made it sound a little bit possible.
If we're taking that bitch down, I'm coming. Trap or not.
If anyone's gonna shut her down, it has to be you, soldier. It's the Hyperion Preserve. I think I know how to get past the first hurdle.
Alright, so Sanctuary.
Feel like solving a murder? I'm the marshal around these parts. One of these gutter quadruplets pulled the trigger on that boy over there. Consider yourself deputized. Ask around.
This guy got shot.
Which one of these identical
Twice.
dumb stains pulled the trigger? Otherwise, I'll just have to hang them all and cut that count down. All right, if you say so.
Wrong! See ya, idiots!
Thanks.
Oh well. We're gonna go, and we're gonna go back to doing our missions in the DLC. Now we have our 4 weapon slots unlocked. Right. Get our craft.
Captain Blade built the Magnys Lighthouse a few years before he died. His notes say that if you take the compass to the top of the lighthouse, it'll show you exactly where the treasure is buried. Of course, Blade's notes also had a lot to say about society being secretly run by sentient tacos. It kind of went off the rails there near the end.
Gotcha!
I wasn't even paying attention. The sentient tacos really threw me off, so that's probably what was making me not pay attention.
Reconstruction of your original body, which died the first time you respawned. Do not think about this.
Alright. Alright. This time we're gonna do this the right way and not drive off the map. I feel like driving off the map would get us killed again.
You're going down,
I really wish that instead of, I don't know if I mentioned this before in an earlier show, that they included Borderlands 1 instead of the pre-sequel in the Handsome Jack collection. I feel like that was such a better game than the pre-sequel. I really enjoyed the first Borderlands thoroughly. I felt like the art and the design of the characters were better crafted, almost to the extent that it was better than this one. I feel a lot of people disagree to that, and then I feel like it's about equally the same. My wife's being very sarcastic at this point. He loves it when I talk about video games. I feel like if it was her talking on the mic instead of me, more people would probably watch, just because it was a female playing a video game. And I feel like that's sad. It makes me cry inside a little bit. I could not jump that. I damn well did. That's a big one right there. Shoot. You ever find yourselves, I feel like this is a common occurrence amongst gamers that came from Super Nintendo and stuff. They press the buttons rapidly, especially amongst those that played like Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct and Street Fighter and just fighting games in general. They press the buttons extremely rapid, and the game just doesn't respond fast enough. Well, I feel like it happens all the time. Like, there's just an overall lag. Let's see where this ladder goes. Another ladder. Who knows? Maybe we'll find something new together. Most likely not, but maybe. Maybe we'll see some people slide down walls like that.
If you reach the treasure before me, which you won't, of course, but just in case, be careful of the Leviathan. It's a Roscoe, as I may have already mentioned, and Blade's notes say it will die to protect the treasure chamber.
The Leviathan that you used to be able to glitch and get into the treasure multiple times, but now you can't. Nice, one shot left. I should probably open some crates and try to find some ammo. Check out that gun because I did notice that it had some explosion damage. We do have it set up that we do have some explosion damage. Might get a little bit extra stat damage. Whether it'll be worth it or not, might not be it. Not a fan of that gun at all. Yeah, he was. I want to go up that way. That's the Roanoke, Katie. Are you fine? That was a failure on my part. Alright, we're definitely gonna go after that big guy first. Alright, so we gotta get our bearings. Did we make it up high enough? No, we did not. Go for it, Katie. That was a waste. Says we made it. But what we really want is just loot. Lots and lots of loot. I feel like the original Borderlands 1, had more loot crates in it. You know what I mean? Like, there was just, like, you could farm an entire town. You could, and I did, like...
Hurry to the top of the lighthouse. The Leviathan knows how close we are to finding the treasure, and he sounds rather miffed. Pretty awesome, right?
Like, New Haven was, like, the town to farm. And then when the DLC came out, like, you could farm that final area, and it was, like, the area to farm. Get some badass weapons out of there. You gotta admire the Jacob's weapons because they're pretty slick. that gun. Everything about that's nice. Look at this one. It's nice, but it's not nearly as nice as this one. Alright, back to the elevator ride.
You're at the top of the lighthouse?
We're here.
Just find somewhere to place Blade's compass, and we'll find out exactly where the treasure is buried.
Alright, so if I remember right, there should be at least one treasure. Yeah, there's a couple treasure chests up here. Replacement on the explosive shotgun, which is good. Same type and everything. Could do that one. That one. We are kind of doing more explosive damage.
Is it working? What's happening? You did it! It looks like the treasure's buried in worm water. I'll meet you out there.
Of course she would. And if I remember correctly,
Top notch, my friend. And don't worry, I still need your help to get past whatever traps there might be in the treasure chamber. I will not betray you until we find the treasure room. Just kidding! It's honestly been a lot of fun, but this is where you died.
ah, what's up, Poe?
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
Nothing
just
much.
we are live streaming right now, man.
Ah, I see.
Ah,
Sorry I didn't come in the beginning. I was actually on a lore rage.
oh, no problem, man. No problem.
Not only that, but I'm not gonna really be here long. So, as soon as my boyfriend calls, I will be getting off. Just letting you know.
Oh, that's fine. I don't know what time it is. I think we've been streaming probably about half an hour. But we do have a viewer, and we are enjoying some Borderlands. Tell us, how Final Fantasy's going, and, Naruto.
Let's see. Naruto, what is it? Shippuden 4? Is it? Yeah, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Obviously, if you've seen the anime, you freaking pretty much know the story. But it was a lot of fun. So far, I'm testing out the adventure mode, and I'm having a good time with it. I can't really complain. I mean, it's the same battle system as, you know, ever since it started, kinda. Except now they actually show the prompts and tell you what to do.
That's good to know.
And as for like those action sequences, kind of like what you did in what do you call it, God of War, like with the buttons.
Ah, okay.
Apparently they added what is it? R1 and L1 to the mix. And they also do shadow jumping, apparently.
Okay.
Which I thought it was cool. You know, it makes it like a lot more action movie kind of, you know, feeling.
Battleborn, their beta comes out on the 8th. Are you gonna try that out?
Battleborn?
Yep, Battleborn. Gearbox's new multiplayer.
Their new baby?
Their new baby. It's co-op and PvP.
Well, you know where my stance is on PvP, but if it's a beta, I guess I'll give it a shot.
But they do have co-op, so it's not just PvP. It is co-op as well. That's what I want to try it. Where Paragon is a MOBA. It's strictly PvP. Oh.
Oh my god. You are not gonna believe this shit. Give me a minute, let me finish this message.
But that's what I'm doing. I'm definitely gonna do the PvP or the Battleborn. And don't do it again.
Okay. Alright, for those of you who are watching, this is the day of March 28th, 2016, and it's 11 p.m. Just 2 minutes ago, the Final Fantasy servers weren't down for maintenance, and they're coming out with 2.5, but according to what they said at the beginning whenever you enter the game, that they're going to be doing like pre-maintenance for it. So, but here's the thing, and a friend of mine's just texted me, a very good friend of mine, he goes, know what's bullshit? I spent lore on those items for the lore weapon. And then on Facebook page, I read Relic Weapon Quest will start tomorrow. Wasted my lore. So, for those of you out there, I'm pretty sure you're pissed to no end. Unless you're someone like me who's just been getting your surrounding gear and getting your weapon last, then you kind of saved up a really big chunk of lore. So I'm just laughing at my friend's pain, and I do feel bad for him.
I don't.
Who wants the first slice?
Because that just... I haven't been working that hard on getting my lore on Final Fantasy. At all.
Right.
And it's just one of those things where I'm just like... I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna work that hard on getting lore.
I just went lore grinding. I was on, I'm gonna say, my 4th dungeon of the night. And damn it, if we only had like 3 more minutes.
Well, I'm not gonna do... It's 450 for a cap. for lore, just for those who don't play Final Fantasy, and lore is your currency for top gear. And I'm not going to go out there and do 12 dungeons to cap out. I'm just not going to do it. No, just...
12 dungeons? What is wrong with you?
Well, that's how many you would have to do.
Okay, if every dungeon gives you 40 lore, and the cap is 450, you have to do like probably 7, and that's it.
No, you have to do at least 10.
What are you smoking, Draco?
10 times 40 is 400. So you still have to get that extra amount.
I fucking hate you. Shut up. But that's why you do the Beast Tribe quests.
Yeah,
some of them give you lore.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the Beast Tribes because I'm not a Beast Tribe goer. Because for me, if I'm gonna grind, you know, lore, I can do a dungeon possibly in a few, 10 minutes. And 10 minutes, that's like 2 hours. That's really rough math, but it turns out to be like 110 minutes. It's what it turns out to be, so it's a little under 2 hours. And that's, I'd rather do that throughout the week, but I don't get on there, do a dungeon or 2 dungeons throughout the week. And that's my problem. That's me. So.
Oh well.
Right. And a lot of people do anti-tower, and I don't understand why you do anti-tower when the other one's easier anyway.
I do a mixture of both.
Right, and that would make sense too.
That way, because at least I don't get stupid bored.
Right, and that makes sense too.
Because trust me, there have been times when I'm there and going back to DC Universe, this is the reason why I don't play tank, because I don't want to be that important. Like, I don't remember if you were there when the PS4 Reapers were first getting me in to like the high tier stuff.
Oh. God, that would have been a long time ago. Would that have been tier 4?
Last thing I remember was, you were in the Proving Grounds. And that was when you had to fight all 3 meta, magic, and gadget bosses.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
I think so. That's
well. The thing was, obviously, they said, okay, this is a tank proving ground. If you can hold all the aggro in this place, you're an official tank. Great. Alright, awesome. So we go in, I'm doing great, and obviously I pass my I passed my test and all that shit. Come a few weeks later, they're like, oh, we're gonna go for the proving ground again. And I'm like, do you need a tank? And they're like, oh, Poe, you know we always need you. And I felt special. That was until I discovered sleep tanking.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know what sleep tanking is, it's when your ass is a tank and you have narcolepsy such as yours truly, and you fall asleep while doing your job. And yet you're still doing your job very well. Because when I woke up, we had finished the fight. I don't know fucking how, but whatever.
That's because you were an ice tank.
Oh, and we have the easiest job, really?
From what I understood about ice tanking, it was fairly simple. Like, if you take damage, you actually kept aggro.
You just have to fuck up my hopes and dreams, don't you, Draco?
No, that's how I understood it, like, as a fire tank. Like, that's how because, like, fire tanking is the opposite. Like, you had to use your magic to keep aggro. Like, you had to use your powers to keep aggro. It's kind of the opposite. Does that make sense?
I used all of my shields and my pulls. I had to use magic too.
Yeah, but if you weren't taking damage, you would lose aggro. Is how I understood it. For ice tanks.
Well, DC Universe ice tanks, if you have an opposite way of saying things, just leave a few comments down below. We'll deal with them. Or Draco will deal with them.
That's how I understood it. But then again, I wasn't ice.
Yeah, you can't understand another tank class unless you play that tank class.
Right.
This is why I don't say shit about either paladins or Dark Knights or Warriors. Although I will say that in the beginning of, like, when Bismarck Extreme was kind of a thing and everyone was trying to get through it, 2 Dark Knight tanks during the Snake phase, not so good. And it's not that they weren't doing their job. No, that's far beyond the point. It's just that for some reason, one will over-aggro the other. And that's when both snakes start making out. And that's not a good thing.
God damn. I don't know how they tank on, like, the Dark Knights tank. I gotta get this boss down.
Well, anyways, my boyfriend's calling me. I gotta go. I'll see y'all later.
Laters. And we fell off the map. Well, we're going to try to get this boss down. It'd be nice if we had a rocket launcher. Because all we're doing is wasting bullets on little enemies. And we fell off again. Shit. Got about 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna call this cast to an end. We may have to call this cast to an end at a boss, which is not gonna be good. Shit. This isn't turning out to be a very good time. Not that way. We need to pick up something that's going to be a little bit more helpful. That's going to take us back there. Didn't even realize that spot was there. Course of 21. would be really nice is a rocket launcher, because I'm pretty sure this is how I've done this fight before. With a big rocket launcher and hit all those blue spots. Come on. It would definitely help if I hit that spot. I'm completely discombobulated now. That spot's gone. We're just gonna keep hammering away. Hammering. Seems like we're just at that perfect reach that nothing is hitting us. That spot's gone. That fire damage. so aggravating. It's just sat there with its mouth shut.
Hyperion asks, why die when you can respawn?
That's extremely aggravating when it does that. Oh, that's always a great sign when you see your battery controller getting low. Come on, open your goddamn mouth, man. Open your mouth, you cocksucker. See, this is what it did last time. Yeah, I would have swore in the PlayStation 3 version you could still do damage in these holes. I wonder if that's the only safe spot that you can be in. Look at him twitch. Like he wants to attack.
Crimson jets fill me up.
That's what I've been waiting for the entire time. Why did it not do that? Something was seriously messed up here. thanks viewer for sticking through that entire boss battle. That was kind of ridiculous.
And as the sun set on Pandora, the Vault Hunters realized that while they found Captain Blade's lost army,
I doubt we get anything good out of it. Apparently the level's only 20. Definitely stick around. I'm gonna go ahead, go around here, and of course get the treasure chest. And because this is only first playthrough on this character, this is the controller that, or seems like these controllers get a little glitchy when they get low battery. I'll let us go through that way, so we're going to go around the other way. And I was like, we're at a ceiling cap? I'm pretty sure we're not. There we go. Got some blues. A lot of money, I see. Without any yellows. Fine. What we got here? Fire grenade. Bobbed fire burst, so throw stick. Jumping Betty. Those might be good. What we got here? Oh, just in the time for us to finish up our show, which is a shame. Get our monies. What we got here? Grease weapons. What the fuck was that? Well, you guys might get to hear me go investigate a noise in my house, which will be a little bit fun / scary for me. My heart is racing right now. That's always fun. My son's not crying, so that's good. We need one of those. We're gonna definitely That gun's gone. Ta-ta. Better accuracy, better damage. Ta-ta. Sorry about that. And there we go. Not a good shotgun per se. Yeah, we're not even gonna bother picking it up. This is better. It's a good gun, but it is lag. I'm just not one for slag guns. Pick it up though. Alright, so I don't know if you guys heard that noise. It sounded like something was thrown in my house, and currently my wife is in bed with the door shut. My son's 10 months old and he's asleep, so, and his room door shut. So we will fast travel out of here. In the middle of the load screen, I'm gonna go investigate what's happening. And I'll give the whole spiel, like, share, comment, subscribe right now, because that sounds super cool to say every time I do a live stream. Because all these videos, of course, go up on YouTube. Especially like right towards the end of the live stream, creepy shit starts happening in my house. I'm just running the wrong way. It's always fun when Poe drops in like halfway through this live stream too. That's fun. It's always nice when you have more than one voice besides Draco here talking the entire time. Alright, let's figure out what the noise was. So besides almost waking up my son, seems like they're completely asleep, so maybe something fell upstairs in my house, so that I'm not gonna do because I'll probably wake him up going upstairs. Up the stairs, I should say. So we're gonna turn this mission in tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Central. We will start on not that mission. We will start on, I believe it is one of these, the Torgue missions. Savage Lands. So we'll get that in a minute. We're gonna go to a fast travel real quick.
He will die. Be careful though. He is very powerful. You may need to bring some friends as backup.
Ignore him for a minute, and we're gonna just go up here to the fast travel. We'll deal with the Torgue. Reminds me of Hulk Hogan. And because I grew up in the early 90s and we watched wrestling back then. And then we're gonna do this DLC before we go on to any other DLC.
Listen carefully, mouth breathers of the world. This is Patricia Tanis, and I have found another vault. As you may know, the opening of the first vault 5 years ago triggered a chain reaction that revealed more vaults on Pandora.
Boring! You don't want to hear about that, Vault Hunter. You want to hear about loot and packs and explosions. I'm Torgue, and I'm here to ask you one question and one question only. Explosions?
Get off this echo frequency, you protein-guzzling buffoon! I'm trying to convey...
That sentence had too many syllables. Apologize!
As I was saying, I've discovered that this new vault is buried in the center of a large crater and will only open, and I quote, once the champion of Pandora feeds it the blood of the ultimate
Hulk Hogan.
We at the Torgue Corporation sincerely believe this is fucking awesome! It's so awesome that we're gonna set up a tournament to find us #1 badass. If you want in, come to where the vault is buried. In the badass crater of Badassitude!
That's not what the area is called!
Badass crater of Badassitude!
Yeah.
Welcome to the badass crater.
Damn division.
Badassitude, badass. This is Mr. Torgue, broadcasting to you from deep orbit. If you're here, that means
So tomorrow night, this is where we're gonna carry on. But now we have all 4 weapon slots unlocked. Probably could go on, upgrade some of our ammo. Sanctuary, since we got that back unlocked. Tomorrow night, so we definitely have some options tomorrow night. So leave it off right here, like this. We'll give it a good old blast, and that's it, guys. Subscribe, share, comment, do all those good things. Have a good night. See you tomorrow night.